Hi, my love. So, I am giving my thoughts on the last book you gave for our book club, Together is Better by Simon Sinek. I love that you chose this book. Um, you think it's a children's book, but in reality, it's extremely relatable and very outright with its message, which I enjoyed. Form wise, I enjoyed the illustrations, of course. Particularly, I enjoyed the use of color. They where he highlighted the clothes or certain parts of the scenes. It really gives it a pop and more of an impact, I feel. I enjoyed the use of children as characters to diminish the size of the problems and make it more relatable. Because obviously everyone has been a child at some point. I also liked how he let the reader's imagination create the narrative of the illustrations, and he just outlined the themes related to each scene, yet it was all cohesive quotes or cohesive thoughts. I definitely imagine this to be a commencement speech, even. Certain parts that really resonated with me was the go alone or go together part. Particularly because of where I am right now, I do feel myself compelled to find a more active business partner, or maybe to start maybe hiring or contracting more consistent people, such as virtual assistants to help me with work. But more profoundly, I feel myself starved for intellectually stimulating and an exchange of business ideas or trends. So I've been spreading my little web here and there, looking for feedback. Related to it, in the appendix, he writes, there's a whole section in the bookshop called self-help, but there's no section called help others. And I was like, wow, that's so true. Maybe the point of collaboration for me is to start by helping others, seeing how I can be of service to you, and building that sense of trust, that sense of bond, sense of rapport, and going from there for more collaboration. So I do find myself asking more, how can I serve you better? How can I serve you better? I resonated with his encouragement to take action. For the longest time, I do feel that the strongest impulse from our reality, from our universe, is to participate with, play with, experience with our reality. And there's no proper way to do this, so it's important to just let it go, get sloppy, break some stuff as you go. Chase the dream instead of the competition also stood out to me. I still find myself defining my vision, but I am arranging pieces together. To date, I've been able to define my greatest chief aim in life, to use Napoleon Hill's words from Think and Grow Rich, as to serve others through my businesses and education reform. It's still a little vague, but I see myself gradually refining the figures and the outline of what my burning desire is to contribute to my reality. Plan for the fact that no plan ever goes according to plan. Wow. Have I been living that for the past 3 years? 4 years? 4 years? Oh, well, it's going to be 4 years doing my own business, the whole real estate thing. It does discourage me to make plans. However, I now see my plans as guidelines, as conscious actions to keep me motivated. It's a lot of touch and go, learning as I go. But it's definitely built my unpredictability. It's definitely built my resilience, my perseverance, and cemented my stubbornness, my adamancy, if that's the word, being adamant in achieving my goal. Related to that was his where he wrote, "If it doesn't scare us, then it's not important." And I do feel that one of the greatest objectives in life is to constantly be pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone gradually. And that's how we have the luxury, have the privilege to look back and see that we are in no way the person we once were, and reveling, celebrating that. In the book, I love the return movement. When the kids are going back from the playground to the original playground, I love how he simplified the obstacles they once perceived to be insurmountable. And I noticed that within myself, how I reclaim more self-confidence when I overcome challenges and reach and achieve certain goals. Especially with this last project where I had to finish out the project essentially with my own personal manual labor. Being on the floor on knees, putting in flooring, painting, doing the trim, cutting everything, doing the outside. It was exhausting. And when I was first came to the realization that I had to just gird my loins and échale ganas, ponme al tiro to get to it. And at first, it's like, how am I going to do it? But the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So creating that figurative plan and just taking it step by step. I love how he engages the five senses by adding the scent of optimism and the song at the end. I feel a lot of books and a lot of media I would enjoy a lot of media if they went in this direction. It's a tough direction to go to, especially with the scent part. Scent is the one entertainment sense that has not been able to be conquered. But I really liked how it was a very conscious approach to incorporating the totality, a holistic approach to conveying a message. Because that's how memories are made, right? The most valued memories are those that incorporate all senses, and the sense of scent. The scent is the one that cements the idea. I think I'm going to be giving this as a graduation present. I have Carla's graduation coming up in May, so I'm going to give her this book along with Beautiful Oops. It's a book that Shane introduced me to that he uses with his kids in his classroom. So I think I'm going to give her these two books. They're really small, they're a great message, and they're fun to read. They're fun to go through. They're easy to go through. As for my favorite page and illustration, I would have to say is this one with the crown, and I guess I now realize it's the cover image too, but I also like the quote that's associated with it. What good is an idea if it remains an idea? Try, experiment, iterate, fail, try again, change the world. I feel that's a great message and a mantra that I've been learning and integrating in my ventures. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for choosing this book. I love you. Bye.